I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Sarah.
And it's time once again
to recommend things.
Sarah is filling in for Vince today. We're at our yard sale, and it's time for a very special edition of Recommends. We're going to do yard sale recommends.
Yes, the stuff we don't want.
That's right.
That you can't buy because you're not here.
Yeah, because you're not here. We're going to recommend it to you anyway. So here we go, Sarah. What do you yard sale recommend first?
Oh, my yard sale recommend Christmas decorations.
Just in general?
In May. That's what I could recommend. A snowman candle holder without candle. Very, very nice.
Now, where is the best room in your house to put something like that in May when it's not Christmas time?
The attic.
I agree. That would look good. It would look good in the attic.
I think so.
Sure, in a box.
Yeah, probably at the bottom of the box, right. On a box marked Christmas supplies.
I agree, but no, that's a nice thing.
It's really cute. I like it, but
if you're 80.
But no, I don't know.
Oh, okay, all right.
You know, but I don't know. I'm not big into snowman. I'm not big into Christmas decorations.
You're not a big snowman person.
So I was.
Yeah. What do you like to decorate with at Christmas time?
A tree.
But just a tree, like not a whole lot of different kinds of decorations. Just...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That's what I like to do. I like to keep it simple and stockings. You gotta have stockings.
Well, the first thing I'd like to recommend from the yard sale is a used and dusty vampire warding cross. That's right. We've warded off many a vampire with this cross, but the vampires in our area aren't as prominent as they used to be, and we just don't need it anymore. Right. But as you can see, we have dealt with quite a few vampires in our day with this cross, and I think that the best thing about it is that it is so large that you can even ward off a good 20, 30, 50 vampires at once with this cross.
I would say so.
Well, what would you say would be the largest number of vampires we ever warded off with this cross, Sarah?
Well, I'd say 5, but, you know, I mean, I'm sure you can, like you said, you can go up to 20 or 30.
Okay, right. Go ahead, Sarah. What's the next thing you recommend?
Well, I recommend Treble Parcheesi.
Oh, okay. All right.
Treble Parcheesi. And I just looked in this a moment ago. It only comes with 1 die. And these little pieces are magnetic, which the magnet thing is kind of cool. But one die, and no instructions. So...
Isn't that generally called half Parcheesi?
I would
think so. Isn't that the game, the half Parcheesi?
So, yeah, you play... So maybe it's a short car trip.
So how do you play Parcheesi with 1 die?
I don't know. I normally play it with 2.
Oh, okay.
So, right. There are a couple rules that you'd have to take out in order to play it with 1 die, but, you know... Maybe it's more like Trouble this way.
I said, well, that's okay, because obviously our son likes it.
Yeah, there we go. And he's not even traveling.
Well, the next thing I recommend is a DVD player with no remote control. That's right. The nice thing about using a DVD player with no remote control is that you can simply put it in, hit play, and not have to worry about any special features at all.
That's true.
If you hate special features, this is the player for you.
Yeah, unless when you put the DVD in, you have to move it over 1 in order to get to play.
What I also really like with this, yes, and that becomes a little bit problematic.
And you can only watch the first episode if you're trying to watch a TV show on the disc.
Yeah, right. But usually the pilot's the only thing anybody cares about anyway, right? No? Okay. Well, and the other nice thing about this is that I actually tried this out once with a universal remote, and it doesn't work. So if you're tempted to actually use a remote with this DVD player, the whole point of this is to not have a remote, so you won't even be tempted.
Yeah.
Well, what's your last recommendation?
My final thing is Short Circuit.
Short Circuit on VHS.
On VHS.
Yes, all right.
Everybody needs a copy of this.
Yeah.
I think we upgraded to DVD.
I think we did, yeah.
But you need a copy of this movie. It's from the 80s. It's one of the best things the 80s had to offer, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, it's great. Robots getting struck by lightning. Best plot point ever.
Yeah, right.
Yep. So.
Well, last thing that I recommend is Giant Shifty-Eyed Blossom. That's right, Giant Shifty-Eyed Blossom.
Yes.
The great thing about this pillow is not only is it comfortable, but it's really uncertain about everything.
Yeah. And then when you sleep on it at night, you get horrible nightmares, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. But, you know, if you're the kind of person that enjoys that sort of thing, I mean, you know, if you're sleeping on this and you wake up and you see this giant eye staring back at you, especially because they're never looking entirely right at you, you know, they don't make eye contact. Again, it's Giant Shifty Eye Pillow Blossom. But anyway, Also, I think she's even more disproportionate than normal.
Us.
Yeah.
Honey.
Yep.
Well, anyway, that's what we recommend at the yard sale.
Indeed.
Thanks a lot for watching this yard sale edition of Recommends. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Sarah.
And me and Vince will be back with you next week to actually really recommend something, and we won't be at a yard sale.
Yes.
Thanks a lot for watching.